I've been tracking, as you know, sensitive, internal, confidential Canadian records for a while now. These are what led to the bombshells about China's election interference. But I learned from my documents and sources that the concerns of CSIS are, of course, China is the number one threat. Russia, of course, is in that interference mix deeply and has been always, but India as well. A democracy, a huge economy, but CSIS is concerned, deeply involved in both our electoral politics, our institutions, and perhaps more importantly, like China, they are using and targeting their large diaspora in Canada to interfere. And so that when I knew that I had a lot of information on CSIS's blocked efforts to roll up and intervene against these Indian intelligence networks being run out of consulates in Canada. And so when Mr. Trudeau dropped his bombshell seemingly out of nowhere in Parliament, I knew it was time to bring out my evidence from documents that said, indeed, CSIS wanted to move forward with the threat reduction powers, as you recall, given to them by the Harper government, really to target and roll back terrorist networks. In this case, CSIS was so concerned that Indian intelligence was so deep into communities in Vancouver that they wanted to intervene, target a diplomat there. And it's a long story that I'll make short because I've repeated it over and over again. Trudeau's government blocked this intervention because Global Affairs Canada values trade deals, diplomacy, political wins with other governments, in this case, India. Other agencies, other departments in Ottawa were worried that this was too politically sensitive for CSIS to dive into Vancouver. And also, as you recall, Prime Minister Trudeau's big trip to India was planned for 2018. So in a nutshell, CSIS's plan to intervene was blocked in Ottawa, and they did nothing in Vancouver. So when I heard that now Mr. Trudeau is alleging India has ties to this assassination of a Sikh separatist leader in Vancouver, this was the Sikh community was the one targeted and infiltrated, according to CSIS. They wanted to intervene, they couldn't. And so we can ask the fair question, do hostile state activities such as not only spying on Canadians, but in this case, allegedly being close to or involved in an assassination, can these activities build up because Justin Trudeau's government hasn't intervened against India and more importantly, China? So as you say, there's so much politics involved here. But again, I want to stress, this is a story I've now reported at the Bureau after only a few months in operation again and again. It refers to the Chinese so-called police stations in Canada. Again, Trudeau's government, warned since 2015, literally took no action until my stories brought really a lot of this activity to light. At least now we're having a debate about it.
You can become a Western Standard member for just $10 a month or $99 a year for unlimited access.